I got pretty heavily involved in the Port Washington situation, and what I found out with the one going on here, there's a lot of similarities in the hidden nature of some of the policies that are being adapted. But one of the things that I kind of want to bring to the point is, 58 acres really isn't enough to do an Amazon-style data center. You need more. I mean, most of these AI data centers are running, 500. In fact, I think Port Washington's 1,700 acres, which tells you right away when you do a Google Maps on the area that there's plenty of parcels on the outside of that. So much so that if I was the guy who owned the Volkswagen dealership, I'd just be abiding my time because there's going to be a big buyout for him. Once Amazon gets their foot into the 58 acres, okay, then they're going to probably wait a couple years to see how the ATC power line situation's playing out, because they're going to need that energy. And once they find out that there's energy to be had finally in those 2 years, they're going to start buying up all the parcels from the east to the west and the north and the south that are just sitting there waiting to be had. Like I said, I think the only real business in that area, in that square group of parcel, is Volkswagen. So what we're at now, and this is really the sad part, is we're at late stage, end stage capitalism, where corporations, trillion-dollar corporations, in fact, start cannibalizing local communities via their land, water, air, and power. Right now, the PJ Interconnect market from Chicago to the East Coast has been seeing record-breaking capacity auctions. So much so that people that had $150 electric bills, all of a sudden after the auctions were saddled with bills of $600 to $900 and some $1,000 or more. And this was all because of energy data center demand. And one of the things about that is that it's in the one in Port Washington, Vantage claims that there isn't going to be any increase in some of these electric water bills. How they could make a statement like that when the energy markets are determined by auctions based on supply and demand is ludicrous. So there's a lot of lies going on down there in Port Washington, and apparently there could be a few lies going on around here if people are keeping up the facade that this thing is just going to be a logistics center on 58 acres. I really don't think you guys should be doing this. The quality of life will go to zero, and the fact that you could be being played by Amazon, I think, is really the big part here. Because if they're going to be playing you, that means they've played everybody in this room and everybody in this community. And the last thing that any council, any commission should let your constituents be played. And I think you're being played here, people.